Hey everyone. Alright, so are you ready for more mayhem with crafting with reviews? This one I think I'm actually going to fold the stars because my hands are cramping. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it is the special coffee blend, which can be found on... Ooh, foot cramp. You cannot find it on foot cramp, I'm sorry. On our Facebook page, Have You Read Reviews, I will be making a book-related edible photo album where we will post all of the little goodies, because why not? So, making origami stars, drinking coffee, reviewing books. Do you want to know what we're reviewing today? Well, let me take a drink and I'll tell you. It's some really great coffee. Today, I am very excited because this is actually the first book I read by her from her Olympic series. The first one I actually read was The Dragon's Bride, which was a shifter romance. Very interesting because the dragon people have two dinglings. And it started with a deal from a demon. So, I was like, what the heck am I going to sign up for? But it had really good reviews. And I was really interested because it was circulating the book club pretty well. Which brings us to Neon Gods by Katie Roberts. Alright. So, I am a big, where did I put my bucket? There we go. Hades and Persephone fan. Like, I have multiple versions of different books telling their stories. So, of course, after reading Scarlet, I can't remember it now. Shoot. Scarlet St. Clair, there we go. After reading her book, A Touch of Darkness, I still have to read Hades' side in the last book of Persephone's. I thought, okay, I'm in a little bit of a bind. I want to read it. So I saw this on sale at Walmart. I'm like, heck yeah, I'll go and snag it. Wow. I'm going to set this down. I'm going to drop it. This book has just about everything. So Persephone's mother, who is a god that I cannot say, the D one. She has arranged for her to be married to Zeus. Keep in mind, Zeus has had 3 wives mysteriously die. Yeah. So Persephone's like, okay, great, I get to be here and I'm gonna die eventually, so that's gonna be nice. Let's do this to make mom happy. Yeah. Well, she's always kind of had a thing for Hades, who they believe has been dead and, you know, not real anymore. They think that, I don't know if they think it was Zeus that killed him or if they think that somebody else did, but either way, they think that Hades is now not a thing. And this world is in a city. It is a series, but it's in a city. So Zeus and the others control everything. They weren't elected into their positions, but they weren't born into them either. Though it can be handed down. Appointed, that's the word I needed. They were appointed into their positions. So whether it be the parent handed it down to the child, or the parent went and chose someone else to carry on for them and become that god, that's how they're picked. So apparently they think in the upper city that Hades just doesn't exist anymore. So we have the upper city, which Zeus runs with the others, and the lower city, which is supposed to be Hades' domain. Well, poor Persephone, she's in the garden. She can't see Hades' face at the statue she's looking at. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to run. And Zeus is such a twisted mother effer. I'm trying not to cuss. He sends people to chase Persephone. Literally chase her down. Not catch her. Oh, no. No, he wants her hunted. So, yeah, you can feel my anger in that. So she somehow makes it through the city with these people on her tail and gets to the bridge, to the lower level. And there's this big, mysterious guy on the other side, and he's like, what the fudge nuggets are you doing here? And she's trying to cross the bridge. Like, this is physically painful to cross the bridge. And the people who were chasing her around the corner as she's crying out for help. And the guy on the other side is like, okay, cool. You gotta come to me. I can't come get you. You come to me. And she is so desperate to escape this marriage from Zeus that her mother has forced her into. She goes through all the pain and collapses on the other side in this mysterious guy's arms. No idea who he is. She's just unconscious in his arms now. So, turns out, it's Hades! He's alive! He's real. He's still there. I'm not giving away spoilers, guys. I mean, this is all within the first chapter. Maybe two. So, in the book, we learn about a nightclub, which has some really, interesting scenes. I really like the club idea, honestly. It's not, you go in and it's just this. It's people come in with approval and the understanding it's neutral territory. You don't start a fight, you don't start issues, nothing. And by doing so, you are allowed to do basically what you want as long as your partner is agreeing. So you could literally just be there watching people. You could come in, have a drink, and look around. You could suddenly decide that you want to be part of the BDSM community. As long as your partner is agreeing and everyone is consenting, it's fine. You're good. So Hades and Persephone, obviously end up at this club. But the thing is, Hades owns it. So they end up putting on a little charade to piss both her mother and Zeus off. And it's really, I feel like it's really, sorry, I was looking at the road. Plot enhancing. Because I don't feel like if they didn't have that scene that certain things would have happened. But I also really think another one is Persephone with the dogs. If anyone knows about Greek mythology, the dogs like Persephone. So obviously that held true in this. I was really impressed with the way that Roberts went and connected the old tales with her version of it. It's definitely qualifying underneath a fairy tale adult retelling. But she still has a trickle of the original tales in it, it was really freaking awesome. There's a reason that this is a series. So the character development is really intense. There's a few moments where you're just like, cool, yay. And then there's some moments where you're like, yes, do it. I definitely feel like what happened to Zeus was a little extreme, but it made me very happy. I'm not going to say any more to that. I just don't like the guy, guys. I really don't. I mean, I would say it's borderlining hate. I just heard the neighbor dog and I thought it was my dog. If anyone is a fan of Buster and you miss seeing him on the other platforms, he currently has his own Instagram. It's called Buster_the_adventure_pup. Yeah, I know. So all the spaces had to have underscores. Buster the Adventure Pup. He's got a good following. He's been active for not even 24 hours, and he has 13 followers already. I'll tell you, that dog's doing something right. Speaking of which, so did Roberts. Because obviously, this is at least a 5-book series that I know of. I'm sure I am wrong, and there is more. But I don't know for a fact. I think she is still producing from it. I actually just finished Cruel Intentions a couple months back, which that's a whole nother review right there. So if you are looking for an adult fairy tale retelling that hits spice, it hits adventure, drama. Oh my god, there's so much drama in this. Holy McMolly. And what ends up being true love between two characters. There are a lot of characters in this book, so I ain't gonna tell you who has what, because there are so many side stories. There's side characters. There's the dogs. I love the dogs. It's one of those you have to read for yourself, which honestly, it's not bad. I mean, this is the standardized paper, and it is 377 pages. It's a big book, but it's not a big book. You know, I think for the videos, I'm going to start by reading the back of the cover. So since we're doing everything backwards, because I'm pretty sure I talked about subscribing and liking. If I didn't do it, it helps support your girl so she can support others. Society, darling Persephone, the goddess I can't say, plans to escape the ultra-modern city of Olympus and start over far from the backstabbing policies of the 13 houses. 13 gods, 13 houses. But all that's ripped away when her mother ambushes her with an engagement to Zeus, the dangerous, powerful, behind their glittery city's dark facade. With no options left, Persephone flees to the forbidden Undercity and makes a devil's bargain with a man she once believed a myth. A man who awakens her to a world she never knew existed. Hades has spent his life in the shadows, and he has no intentions of stepping into the light. But when he finds that Persephone can offer a little slice of revenge he spent years craving, it's all the excuse he needs to help her, for a price. Yet every breathless night spent tangled together has given Hades a taste for Persephone, and he'll go to war with Olympus itself to keep her close. And then it ends with a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone that's as sinful as it is sweet. And it is not wrong. By far my favorite one. I don't know how many in the series I've read because I've read a lot. I also listen to the audiobooks of them. The audiobooks are really good. The narrators do really well. And from what I can recall, every single one has two narrators. So you get the male and the female version of it, which I find really good because honestly, I got a little spoiled in having one narrator that can only do like different tones. But having two narrators who are helping with the male and female version of it, definitely worth it. I really enjoyed it. If you're thinking about starting the Olympic God series, highly recommend it. Be prepared for spice. Each book is a new level. Each book is a little more. But each book is worth it. There is a reason this book has been going around in the Spicy Book Talk page on Facebook. If you're not a member of it and you like spiciness with a little sultry, definitely a great club to join in. It is very open, but please don't go too much into detail because it can get awkward. And by that I mean your personal detail. Yeah, recommendations are highly wanted and needed. But personal life stories aren't. So go check it out. And while you're there, go to Have You Read Reviews Facebook page and follow us. We do a free book Friday every Friday where you are able to get free Amazon books, sometimes like this, and free book funnel books. That is an all-day event and we list a few hundred. So what you waiting for? Subscribe, like, go find. Enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.